Community Schools, Geoff Bontrager. Morning, Geoff.
Good morning. How you doing, fellas?
Good. How are you?
Handshake today?
Can we reach across?
We can.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
You know, I will have to say, though, with the intro, SAU, that was my
Yeah, that was your
alma
spot.
mater,
That's right.
Yeah, played a little baseball out there, a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, you talk about...
I can't believe they don't have pickleball.
They will.
Sports camp.
Talk about, Spring Arbor's campus has changed significantly since you were there.
A little of the dark ages.
Just a little bit. But,
just a little bit.
Just a hair. And
it's good stuff.
Yeah, and your district has been changing quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
And a little bit more you're asking for voters, but it's not really more you're asking from them.
Correct, yeah. We're in a unique experience for Northwest in that we're able to offer a 0 mil increase for our voters and our supporters at Northwest. And that 0 mil increase will generate $21.5 million, and that's due to the timing of our millage rate dropping off. So we just felt like what a perfect opportunity. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many times can you not have your millage rate in taxes raised and still be able to garner that type of funding that can really make an impact on all 5 of our buildings. So
and future generations.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, it's such a great opportunity. My biggest concern actually is so many people just say, "Wow, that's a no-brainer." Mm-hmm. That I'm just afraid that the positive people, we need to make sure they actually vote.
Right. Don't just sit at home. How do you get people to get out and vote?
Well, I tell you what, we have all kinds of ways here, but to Michigan.gov/vote is a great place to start, and it's voter information, voting locations, registration, anything you want to, absentee ballot information. But also, if folks are interested as well, just go right to nwschools.org /2023 bond, and we'll have all the information and links that folks can not only register to vote, but they can also register for absentee ballots. So the time is drawing near. In fact, many people have received their absentee ballots, depending on what township they're in at Northwest. So there may be people that have already cast their vote here. So that's probably the biggest concern, because it is accurate. It's a very for people to support their local communities. And we talked about this last time, but when people understand that the backbone of a community truly is the schools and the families and the kids and so on. I mean, that's what drives people to buy and sell houses. That's what drives businesses and so on. So it's really, what a great time to continue to invest in your local school district, yet do it without a millage tax increase. So
all the different things, the $21.5 million being used for, some for growth, some for safety, some for upgrades.
Yeah. So we wanted to, every building will be affected by security upgrades, and every building will be also affected by additional restrooms and restroom renovations. These restrooms, in some of the buildings are original. Mm-hmm. So that's really across the board in all the buildings. And then in addition to that, depending on which building we're talking about, there's some classroom additions and student space expansion, like at the middle school for a cafeteria or / common space. Mm-hmm. At the high school, more space for tech, as well as our band and choir program. So that's kind of a quick overview, but we can do a lot with that and make a big impact across the district. And that's really what we're all about, making sure the fact that we don't need fancy schmancy, so to speak, but we want to have good quality environments for our kids to learn and for our teachers to teach. So that's a great graphic right there. Big and bold, 0 mil net increase there. And that's an overview with the safety and security and classroom, restroom, tech ed space, and new band and choir space. So, and again, this is really all made possible because of back in 2013 of our supporters passing the $10 million and $30 million bond, in which we had not passed a significant bond in over 45 years.
Yeah.
So
That was a big year.
It was time. It was time. Yeah.
Bart and I are excited about some of these. As guests of the schools, what's one thing we are concerned about when entering?
Well, one thing is the old restrooms, the powder soap dispenser.
You ever been to a school and they'll have this big gymnasium, and then outside they'll have a bathroom that holds one person, and I'm wondering who designed this thing.
Yeah, it's a little tight. Lot of wait time.
A lot of wait time.
A lot of wait time. Yeah, we are blessed with plenty of restroom space.
Oh, there's plenty of restrooms
in our. Have you noticed that? Not only we had the original gym, but we had 2 additional large restrooms. So yeah, we want to make sure that we aim to please in the Mountie Nation.
You know what's interesting? Kids have only been out of school 16 business days. Do you think we need to move this thing back past Labor Day officially?
Well, that is a $1 million question because it's on both sides of the coin. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because if you start after Labor Day, then to have the 180 days, you get out mid to late June. Mm-hmm. The hard part is really post Memorial Day, and at the end of May. It's just it's a challenge to keep kids engaged. So
yeah, for sure.
But I agree. I mean, we have our administrators, our building principals back actually this year because of our start time. July 31st will be a Monday, their first Monday they're back. We have opening day for our teachers and staff August 21st, and first day for kids the 23rd, which is the same all over Jackson County. So yeah.
That's interesting. I think I'm just getting older, and it feels like the summer's getting shorter.
Well, you know what? It's all perspective.
Yeah, that's true.
Time is flying.
For sure. It is for sure.
The state grants Jackson County a waiver every year in order to start school before Labor Day, but the legislature is considering changing the law so that all districts could, if they wanted to, start before Labor Day. So that's something that may happen.
Yeah, you never know.
It's tough. It's a tough scenario because, in all reality, when kids come from families that are able to give them experiences during the summer, it's invaluable of what they learn over the summer, to be quite honest with you.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's not always the case.
For sure.
And some kids do very little to nothing and have, do not have the life experiences.
Exactly. Right. I think that's something to think about as well. Right.
Yeah, it's a challenge though, because I agree. It's not everybody's raring to go back when it's 85 degrees and sunny in mid-August.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we just walked around, we emptied our brain, we didn't learn anything.
And you had 3 full months of summer when you were kids, I think, didn't you?
It was a lot different experience. There were no camps.
I think that's
travel
the thing.
this ball.
The schedules, right? I think we don't allow ourselves the time.
We don't. The free play situation for kids is almost non-existent
right. What
anymore.
Is it?
We all grew up in neighborhoods and run around and make sure you're back by 5 o'clock to eat dinner. For several reasons, that just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
But
when is the vote? What day?
August 8th, Tuesday, August 8th. Can't stress enough. This is a wonderful opportunity for all of our Northwest students and staff and our community. So 0 mil increase, $21.5 million for improvements, and yeah, just make sure, folks, we need you to get out and vote, whether, again, it's on August 8th, or that's why it says vote by August 8th. Feel free to apply for absentee ballot if you have not done so already.
Visit northwestschools.org/2023 bond, and Geoff will be on again before August 8th. Always good to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
It's great to see you, young gentlemen.
Do you want to
Do
do
you
your
like that?
thing? I like that.
We are.
I think I threw him off.
You
'cause
threw me
he's
off.
like, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Young.
Did he call me young? All right, go ahead.
We are.
Northwest, go Mounties!
More of the morning show right after this.